Guys, welcome back. So I've had the PlayStation Portal for a couple days now, and a few thoughts I just wanted to share. First of all, I know that this device will probably vary as far as usage will vary from person to person depending on their network speed and also how they connect their unit. Specifically, the PlayStation 5. Again, this is a purely streaming device, a one-trick pony. So it's a PlayStation 5 accessory. Again, some people have bought this thinking it's a portable PlayStation 5, which is it's not. It's just a streaming device. But the magic of this is because it's a one-trick pony, which it does the trick very well. It streams your PlayStation 5 games to this device better than probably most other ways to play PlayStation games remotely. And it's due to the controller. This is basically, again, like a DualSense controller. They cut it in half, put an 8-inch screen in the middle, and that's basically what you get. So I will say I went in to the PlayStation Portal with a bit of tempered expectations what to feel. But after playing with it, I'm amazed with the quality of the screen, the quality of the streaming, and also just the general portability. Again, I'm not taking this out of my home. It's going to be specifically playing on the couch, maybe when the family is using the telly, and I just want to get some PlayStation 5 time and they can watch what they want to watch. Okay? So, a couple of things to make your streaming quality better is you need to have your PlayStation 5, again, since it's streaming from your console, you need to have it hard routed or hardwired to your router. So this is just for demonstration purposes. This is an Ethernet cable. You want to have one side to your PlayStation 5 and then the other to your router. That's going to give you a wired connection, and in general, a wired connection is always going to be superior to a wireless connection because of the consistent signal between the two. So always have a wired connection from your PlayStation 5 to the router. Okay. Once you have that, you want to go and set up a couple things on your PlayStation 5. But let's go ahead and show you some of the things that I've done. Okay. Let me show you my PlayStation 5 screen here. Hold on just a moment. Alright, so here's the PlayStation 5 home screen on my console. So this is my PlayStation 5 console. Now, what you want to do is you want to go up to settings over here, to your settings. And, obviously you want to have a wired connection. So if it says wired LAN connected, you're all good, connected to the internet. So that's important to have a wired connection from your console to your router. Second is you want to go into your system, okay, and you want to make sure your PlayStation 5 is set up for remote play. So you want to go down here to where it says remote play, and under remote play, you need to enable remote play. As you can see, you need to hit that box there. So once you enable that remote play, you're good to go, okay. Also, you want to go into your power savings mode, and this is what's going to allow you to awake your PlayStation 5 if it's in rest mode, so that way your PlayStation Portal can activate the PlayStation 5 and wake it up. So you go there, you want to go to stay connected on the internet, and then also enable turning on from PlayStation Network, okay? Now, obviously if your console's off, it's not going to work, so a majority of folks just leave their PlayStation 5 in rest mode. So when you activate your PlayStation Portal, it's going to send a signal from your device over the network to wake your PS5. Okay. Now, a couple other things that I think might be maybe helpful is because this device is only a 1080p 60 hertz screen. A couple things, unless you want to always have pristine quality, let's just say you have a 4K TV. If you're using this, like I'm probably never going to be turning on my TV now because it's so convenient to play on my PlayStation Portal. I'm going to go over to screen and video, and you want to go ahead and toggle this to 1080p. Okay, that's what the screen for the PlayStation Portal is. VRR I hit off, and also for the 120 hertz, by default it's just automatic. I would just turn that off. I've seen people improve their streaming experience by having these options set. So 1080p, VRR off, and 120 hertz to off. So it's just always going to be 1080p, 60 frames per second. Okay, so now that we went ahead and made sure that a lot of the things that we saw on our screen, as far as settings, you want to make sure it's 1080p, VRR off, 120 hertz off, and then also the ability to wake it up online through the network. So all those things will help improve your PS Portal experience, okay? So once you turn on your device, you want to press the PlayStation button here to turn it on. And it's going to be looking for the console to connect it to. And so it says ready to play. Once I'm ready to play, there are a couple things that you could consider, okay? So first off, your brightness, you can control your brightness. Again, the brighter you leave your console, I like to leave it on full brightness, will determine the battery life. I'm not sure why they have an airplane mode here, but I haven't used it for anything specific. A couple things that I ended up doing, you can turn off your light bar. So like say, here's the light bar here on the sides. You'll get a blue light bar if you like, but again, I like it turned off because I want to have longer battery. So anytime you have stuff that's there, it can eat into your battery. Also, the mute button, usually it's kind of an orange glow. You can turn that off as well. Otherwise, it's going to chip at your battery. Okay. So I turn the brightness of light bar off. I turn the brightness of the mute button to off as well. And I typically play on the screen brightness. I like it full, but it just depends on what your use is. Okay. All right. So once you got your network established, your connection, it'll say ready to play, and then you just hit your X button to hit play, and just like that, it goes into your PlayStation Portal settings. Now, again, I said it a couple things. Again, you want to make sure that your screen, oh, it won't let you do it here in remote play. So, anyways, a couple things to worry about. Depending on how you buy games. Now, typically, when I buy games, I've always been more on the side of if it's a physical disc, it's good. You know, I have like Gran Turismo 7, Red Dead Redemption, Tekken 8, and Street Fighter 6. So what you need to think about is, since this is a remote playing device, it's only going to play the games that you have access to readily, in the sense that I bought this digitally, Ratchet and Clank. So if I don't have the disc in my system and I want to play this, it's going to ask me to insert the disc. And so now you're kind of in a quagmire. Do I always buy physical disc or do I buy digital? Okay. So right now since I'm using this quite a bit, I will probably end up buying a lot of games in the digital format versus physical format, just because one, I don't like really changing disc a lot. See, I'll say, hey, to play this game, insert the disc. But just having access to it like I do on my Steam library just makes it a lot more convenient. Okay, so when I originally set this up, there were a couple of things that I needed to do. The first thing was basically, you would have to use your remote app, your PlayStation app, and basically it's going to ask you this device here, do you want to authenticate it for use? It's going to pop up on your PlayStation app on your phone, and then you're going to hit approve, and that's good to go. Then it's going to ask you what network you want to be set on. Again, you want your network to be on 5 gigahertz, the quickest one you can, and then also the PlayStation 5 device that you have at home. Other than that, a couple of things that I recommend as you're first starting off. I already put in a tempered glass. I bought one off Amazon. So you want to make sure you have a tempered glass for your PlayStation Portal. They go for about $10, and the first time I tried it, you can see this one, I had air bubbles. So I'm a stickler for like hating air bubbles, but this one came in a pack of 2, so it had lint, some debris, and some air bubbles. So I ended up using the second one that was in the case. And then also something to consider is also getting a carrying case with it. So this is the case I ordered off of Amazon. I'll be sure to try to put the links in the video. If I don't, please let me know. So this one here I just typed it up, PlayStation Portal carrying case. What's cool about this guy is that it fits it. It's, like I said, this is kind of a meaty device. And then it fits it in, easy to move around, and that way you don't have to worry about especially if you're going on trips and you want to put it for travel. Some people do. Again, this device is basically a paperweight without having access to internet to stream your games. Okay, but if you're at home and you want to just tuck this away somewhere safe, I recommend a case. And also, just remember that the PlayStation Portal only came with this USB-C cable, so you can tuck it away, but you got to find room for a charger. I have chargers lying around, USB-C chargers, so these things are really handy. Now, a couple things that I did notice that on the PlayStation Portal, there was a couple of inputs, specifically on the back. So, we had this USB-C, and then we have the 3.5 millimeter jack. So I thought maybe I could probably put one of these bad boys in, this little hub, because then I have access to more ports, which is cool, and then I can have a USB out, HDMI out. But when I stick it in, nothing happens. So that won't work. Also try one of these guys here. This is a Ethernet via USB. So I thought maybe I could hardwire this to a landline, but nope, doesn't work. And I also tried one of these guys here. This is a Bluetooth wireless headset that I use for my Meta Quest. I stuck it in there, try to get sound, no audio. So looks like this port here is specifically just for charging the device. But if you want the wireless option for sound, but you don't want to shell out $200 or $249 for those Link earbuds, you can get something like this, like an AirFly, like this. Plug that into your 3.5 millimeter and get that synced up. I have some extra AirPods lying around, so you just sync that with your AirFly, and then you have your wireless gaming experience too. Unfortunately, you just have a little dongle lying on the side here. But otherwise, been a couple days. I really like it so far. Super convenient to have, and been able to play my NBA 2K, play some Madden, been able to play 2D games like Contra, and also Grand Theft Auto. So I'll put some gameplay video up as well. But anyways, so far so good. Again, some folks with this PlayStation Portal device may vary as far as your streaming quality, but when it works amazing. Highly recommended. Definitely worth the $199 that I paid for it. And I think if you're looking to play remote on your PlayStation, this is probably your best route to take in order to have a nice gaming experience. Okay? Check you guys out on the next video. Bye for now. Alright, so this is me playing Grand Theft Auto 5, streaming from my PlayStation 5. Let's get in one of my cars here. I'm gonna smash this hot dog. Oh, darn it. Uh-oh. Careful, guys. Careful. Graphics look like amazing. I mean, and this is only a 1080p screen here, but my gosh, it looks very sharp. In person, it does. Ratchet and Clank looks amazing, super colorful. Again, this is probably the closest to a Pixar film in a video game form that we'll see for some time, but this game, you can tell, has amazing production value. Controls excellent. Uh-oh. Put that Dimensionator down, brother.